Greetings YouTubers, it's Andy here, and you join me on the top of, well, it's on the Ox Drove above Ansty in South Wiltshire. It's, what is it now, 11:45 on New Year's Eve daytime, so it's going to be the last walk of 2021. I'm going to walk along this Ox Drove for a while, drop down into the village of Ansty, then across to Wardour Castle, then Donhead St Andrew, and then back up White Sheet Hill onto the Ox Drove. I think it's about something like 8 miles, something like that. At the moment it's dry. We've had an awful lot of rain the last few days, so it's going to be quite muddy and squelchy in parts, I should imagine. So I've got my alligators on and got my wet weather gear just in case, but actually just behind me, I don't know if you can see, there is a little bit of brightness in the sky, but so we never know, live in hope, we might actually see a bit of sunshine. Anyway, I think the farmer's been through here and cut back all the hedges, as I walked along, not this particular part of the Droveway, but another couple of miles further along, walked along that, and it was quite overgrown in places back end of October, November time, so it's a good job he's been, really, and stuff will soon grow back anyway. Hopefully you can hear me, it's got a little bit windy. This is the trig point on the Swallowcliffe down. We're 213 metres up here. Yeah, not a lot to say really. Not done much talking to camera so far, because I've actually been on a part of the path that's, well, I say busy, it's not busy, but a few people using it, so you always feel a bit of a fool when you're talking to yourself in front of other people. Quite hot and sweaty, because it's very mild today anyway, and had a few hills and whatever to negotiate. Just looking for a nice spot now to have a sit down and a sandwich and a cup of coffee. This bit's all a bit squelchy. trees, we're starting to get our first view of Old Wardour Castle. Not a bad spot for a bit of lunch. Someone's provided a nice little bench, and I'm sat directly in front of Wardour Castle. I'm not going to go into the castle today. I have actually got membership of English Heritage, but it's I haven't got time really to go round, but it's well worth visiting if you're ever down this way. Sort of, it's ruins of a castle, but there's quite substantial ruins, so you actually get to see something rather than just a few old rocks. Over there in the distance is the new Wardour Castle. It's all been converted into flats now, privately owned by obviously lots of different people. There is a tiny glimpse of sunlight through the clouds. Oh. I didn't stop long at that down at Wardour Castle because it's quite busy today, obviously because it's New Year's Eve, people are on holiday, so lots of screaming kids and walkers and dogs and, you know, trying to knit your sandwiches, and so basically it's not a lovely view, but I prefer the solitude, I'm afraid, so I left that. Unfortunately, there's a gang of people following me on the path I'm on now, so I have to keep sort of shooting on ahead to be able to film and whatever. But yeah, so far it's been a nice walk. It's clouded over again a bit now, but it's not completely a dull day like we have had recently. And you don't need to hear the weather forecast. Stop talking bollocks, Andy. Yeah. So now we got to come down out of the woods, and we're now walking on the road for a mile or so. So at least I haven't got to slip and slide around in the mud for a bit, even though it is more tiring on the feet walking on tarmac. Right, we're going through a fairly boring bit now, so I thought as it's New Year's Eve, I better make some New Year's resolutions. Well, basically I think they're going to be the same as last year's. Well, two of them are anyway, which is continue to try and lose some weight. And I lost a couple of stone last year, so or this year, last day of this year. I'd like to lose at least another stone more, and also obviously get fitter. I have got quite a bit fitter, but I'd like to get a bit fitterer. And obviously my my ambition this year is to walk the southwest coast path. So I have to be fit to do that. And my other resolution, which is going to be different or new to this year, is obviously I've only been on YouTube now for 4 months, I think it is, and so my resolution is with YouTube to get better at YouTubing and vlogging and editing my videos, etc., because I'm still very new to all this, still all a bit technical and learning my way, but hopefully I'll get better over time, and in doing so hopefully I might pick up a few more subscribers along the way. But once again, thank you to those of you that do subscribe, it means a lot. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Going back towards the main road now, and then the other side of that we've got to climb that beast of a hill. I don't know how well it'll show up, but yeah, we've got to climb to the top of that, which is, I don't know, probably 120 metres up or something like that. Oh, so I made it to the top of the hill. I'll back onto the Droveway, and the weather's just starting to close in a little bit now, so the views are not as good as they could be, especially over that way. A little bit drizzle in the air, but I've not got far to go now till I finish the walk. Probably another mile or so along this Droveway, even though it's not on the path as such. It'd be a bit rude not to come and touch the trig point. This is White Sheet Hill. There's a bit of a shrine up here for something or other. Grandad, love you loads. So presumably someone's favourite walking spot. Bunches of flowers. Just coming back to the car, but I've got probably the worst bit of a bum hole to try and get through. Look at the state of that. I don't know where you can see it. Full of water, and either way it's not easy to get through. I'll try and go around this way. Anyway, yeah, just coming to the end of the walk. I have to say I'm glad I came out now, because I've been umming and ahhing because the weather's forecast has never been great, but actually it stayed dry and brightened up a few times. Never got properly sunny, but was pleasant enough, shall we say. And yeah, worth coming out, and not a bad route to choose. Anyway, there I am. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so thoroughly pleasant walk. I'm not quite sure in the end how far it was, because initially my plan was it would be about an 8-mile walk, but actually I ended up walking along this Droveway at the start of the walk a bit further than what I'd originally planned, so I'm guessing it's probably been about a 9.5, maybe 10-mile walk in the end. But anyway, I'll check up when I get back, and if it's anything different to what I said, I'll put it up on the screen. In the meantime, I'd just like to wish you all a very happy new year. Let's hope 2022 can be a damn sight better than 2021, certainly in relation to COVID and pandemics and all that malarkey. Let's just kick the back of it now and start afresh, hopefully, in the new year. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.